Okay, Suresh, I'm starting with, I think you can hear me.
I'm
Yeah, okay, Suresh, yeah. See, basically, my name is not Ravi Suresh, actually, my name is Venkat. Okay, and
okay.
I have 7 years of experience in informatica in India. And
Okay.
I'm going to explain this in master data management. I'll show you, I think you got the content details, right? What we are going to cover in the
Yeah.
training. Okay, yeah, fine.
Okay.
So in this demo section, I'm going to cover an overview of MDM. What is MDM? What are the capabilities of MDM? What are the main advantages? And in which industries it will be very helpful nowadays. First of all, coming to the master data management. So in the name itself, it is saying a data which will be mastered and manage the master data. First, basically, master in the sense, Suresh, just a small question. Are you working or trying for job?
Actually, I left the job on a networking field.
Okay, you are new to IT sector, right? Maybe,
Yeah,
okay, fine. Do you have any idea on Oracle side?
little bit knowledge.
Okay, fine. See, okay, that's good. See, basically data. So data is nothing but a collection of meaningful information. For example, if you are planning to say something about a customer, so if you say he is a valid customer, so that customer should have a name, and that customer should have an address at least, and that customer should have an identifier. Then only we'll treat him as a valid customer, and the customer with valid name and address only we can say he is a valid customer. So without having anything, with only name we cannot say he is a valid customer. So at least to make a information as a valid, we need to have some kind of proper information. Maybe if you take the product, let's take an example of mobile phone. So you cannot go and buy if you say the name as Apple. So that Apple have one series, maybe Apple iPhone 6 or 5 or 4S, and that product should have one special features. Then only we go and buy that. Okay, so to make one information as proper, there should be some kind of information needs to be provided for customers name and address and identifiers, for products name and features and specifications and capacities, and for any kind of policies. So what are the services that they're going to offer, that kind of information. Then only we'll say okay, this information is valid and we can go ahead and we can validate the information. And coming to the master data management, first of all, there are 3 steps involved in the master data management. The very first step would be the data. Data, as I told, collection of meaningful information. Okay, so first we need to get all the data into the one place. Maybe the customers. Let's take an example of customers. So we need to get all customers information into one place. So again, customer information in the sense their names, their addresses, their accounts, and their identifiers. Identifier is nothing but like voter card or Aadhaar card or PAN card stuff like that. First of all, we need to collect all the meaningful information into one place, and on top of that, we need to identify is there any duplicate records, is there any missing elements in the sense is there any name missing or address missing or identifier missing. So we need to verify those kind of validation checks, and then we need to go ahead and we need to identify is there any duplicates. That means is there any possibility of same customer existing in couple of systems? Maybe if you take an example of bank, okay, banking sector will have couple of systems maintaining. That means one savings accounts, credit card accounts, and personal loans. Okay, there might be very quite possible chance of taking the savings account and loan from the same bank for the same customer. I can take savings account, I can take credit card, I can take the personal loan. Okay, so that means there are single customer but which existing in all 3 areas. Now what will happen is, so organization will think, that means bank, let's take an example of Citibank. Citibank will think I have 3 customers, one from savings, one from credit card and one from personal loan. But in general he is a single customer but where he is existing in all 3 areas. Now what will happen is, so if they don't have MDM, I can take my savings account from Hyderabad address, I can take from credit card from Bangalore. I can take my loan from Pune. Okay, so this is the possible. I can take savings account in Hyderabad and loans in Pune and credit cards in Bangalore. So because of I'll give my name Venkatrao as my name. So with the name they cannot identify I am a single customer because a lot of people will have the name as Venkatrao. So they need to consider some other attributes, maybe the PAN card or address or other card or something like that. So for example, let's say I don't have the in Hyderabad, I submitted my Aadhaar card. In Bangalore, I submitted my driving card. In Pune, I submitted my PAN card. So that means what the information that I have shared with the bank is different in all three different accounts. In that case, they cannot identify I am a single customer. Okay, that means same customer can take multiple loans, same customer can take multiple credit cards. Okay, so now what will happen is if they don't have the master, if they don't have the data standardization and deduping process, deduping in the sense identification of the duplicates and remove the duplicates is a deduping process. Okay, so for that we just need to introduce the master data management. So what master will do is it will identify such kind of customers, maybe the same name with the different accounts or same name with multiple addresses, same name with multiple identifiers. They'll identify all three customers and it will assign one unique number. So in the unique number they will represent, okay, this is the Venkatrao Ganganini's ID. Okay, fine. So but the other area they will maintain all these informations. Okay, the one belongs to, so one in MDM system is nothing but the information of the savings, credit card and loans for the customer Venkat. Okay, so what they are doing is they are giving a unique ID. It will publish one unique ID across the systems. So in that case, if the customer applies the loan again with a different address, maybe some Chennai. Now what MDM system will do is the system will identify he is an existing customer, he is already an savings account with us, he is already having a credit card and he is already having a loan with the different addresses. Okay, then what bank will do is they will take the decision to give the loan or they will ask you to update the existing addresses. Okay, that means they can maintain some kind of consistency in all the areas. That is the master. Okay, so data will be loaded into the one area and on that area will just identify the standardization things and will dedupe the all the records and will identify the master information out of them and then management of those records. Management in the sense, now let's say he applied a different loan from Chennai address. Now what will happen is, so if he applied the Chennai address means now currently he is in Chennai. Now what they will do, they will apply all the source systems, maybe the savings system and the credit card and loans, all the systems should be updated with the Chennai address because of Chennai is the current address. Okay, this is going to be the management. Now if we combine and see, first collection of meaningful information into one area regarding customers or their accounts or products or their services or anything. First collect all the systems data into one place and start identifying the duplicates and remove the duplicates and make it as a master record and manage those master records. This is the master data management. Okay, so the main purpose of this master data management is, the main purpose is to identify the credit risk and credit growth. The main credit risk in the sense, for example, as we told here, okay, for example, he is earning some 40k in a month. The customer is earning 40k in a month and he is already a credit card which is he is per a month he is using at least some 10k and he is already having a loan and that loan he is paying almost some 15k as EMI. So he is earning 40k and he is almost spending 25k in a month. If he is staying in any of the metropolitan city, then they will have their own calculations. At least you need to have 10,000 to survive in the metropolitan city. If another 10,000 goes out, so that means 10 plus 15 plus 10. That means 35,000 will go out and he will help only 5k in a month. He can save only 5k in a month. Okay, if he applies any other loan from any different address or any by providing any different identifier. Okay, he applied for some 10 lakhs and the EMI would be around some 15k, let's say. Now what will happen is, if basically he will provide the salary proof only for the 40k and he will not give you the credit cards and this existing loan information. But still, if they maintain the MDM system, they'll easily identify, okay, he is an existing customer, he is earning the 40k amount in a month, he is already having a credit card, he is already having a loan from the Pune office. Okay, then they will just go and verify this information in the MDM system and they will identify, okay, he is staying in Chennai. Chennai is a metropolitan city, okay, he need to have 10,000. He is a bachelor. If he is a family, if he is with family, then he need to have 20k to survive in the Chennai. And he is earning 40k. Out of 40k, 20k will go for survival, and he is using 10k for credit cards. So 30k will go out, and he is already existing loan, which is 15k. And for that he can just maintain the existing loan. But if we give the current loan, it is going to be risk. We cannot get the money back from him. That is a very big risk for the organization. That's the reason what they will do is, they will simply reject his personal loan. Okay, if they don't have this master data information with them, so what they will do, based on his salary credit 40k, okay, they can go and they can give this personal loan. But if they have all this information with them, they will verify and they will reject the personal loan, because of the money will not be back. He cannot repay the money since he is not earning more than 40k. He is already 40k, he is already occupied with 45k. So he cannot repay the money. Okay, that means we can easily identify the credit risk. Credit risk in the sense, stop the loss for the organization. This is also going to be the gain. So if you are stopping the losses means, that means obviously you are helping organizations in the profit area. For example, if given the loan as some 10 lakhs, which will not at all recoverable. Okay, that means this 10 lakhs will be go out from the bank, but it will not be returned back. That means obviously there is some loss to the bank. Okay, if you stop that loss, obviously you did some profit to the bank, you did some profit to your organization. Okay, credit risk, this is the many this most important area for the master data management use cases. Okay, each and every one. Nowadays, see, the same customer is having couple of addresses, couple of identifiers, couple of things. Okay, so they are giving different information in different areas. So it is very tough to identify whether the same customer or like duplicate customer, because our customer can have the same need and the same customer can be exist in multiple addresses. So it is not that much easy to go and verify each and every manual. That's the reason they have introduced the MDM tool. MDM tool has the capability to identify all this information are valid or not valid, and they standardized or not, and that information is mastered or not. So if it sees any discrepancy, what it will do is, it will just raise an alarm to the business, and it will say the business, so okay, he is an existing customer and you should not give the loan. If you give the loan, that amount will not be back. So they can easily identify the credit risk. This is one of the main advantages. And the other one is, for example, let's say, and I have another customer who is having only savings account with me. Okay, now what bank will do is, they will identify only such kind of customers and they will call those customers and they will offer, we are giving credit cards with less rate of interest with free left-hand card, and we are offering personal loans with less rate of interest. They will identify these kind of customers. They will communicate to them regarding the offers that what organization is going to give us, and if the customer is interested on that, they will give you the loans or credit cards. That means they are expanding their business to the good customers. This is also going to be the gain profits. Okay, so if we have the MDM system ready, so you can do credit risk. That means obviously you can go and stop the loss. That is one advantage, and you can go and increase your profit, credit growth. Both can be done if we have the MDM system. These two are the two main advantage areas for any of the MDM implementation. Okay, Suresh, do you have any questions till now?
I can understand what you're saying.
Okay, fine. Now coming to the main area, now we are talking about the banking sector and this pharmacy sector and insurance sector and different sectors. If we take this is a bank example, based banking example. If we take an example of insurance, okay, insurance will have the policies. Policy kind of policy nothing but a product policy nothing but a service. What they are offering to the people. And agents in the sense those are like a kind of uh, communicate the company services to the customers. What they will do, they will reach us and they will explain the company's policies. And broker is kind of like what they will do is, for example, let's say a bank will tie up with some organization, some insurance company, and they will offer the services to the patients. That means that hospital is a broker in between the insurance company and the patient. Agent is also kind of a communication person which will bring up the products or services offered by the company to the customers. Okay, if we take an example of insurance, let's say I have a customer C1 who took the accidental policy. Okay, he took the accidental policy from Chennai with a different name. Let's say it is a passport name. And the same customer is took another accidental policy from Bangalore. Okay, with his Aadhaar card. This is as per passport, and this is Aadhaar card. And there he given the passport. Here he given the Aadhaar card. Okay, so both are two different informations. The passport is saying is home information, and Aadhaar card is saying is some residential information. Now what will happen is the product, if they are not met in the Indian system, the insurance company can give him the two policies. Now let's say if by any bad, if he met with an accident, now what he will do is he will apply the claim for two policies. Let's say this is for 1 lakh and this is also for 1 lakh. He paid some around some 1,000 rupees for this, and he paid 1,000 rupees for this. That means he paid 1,000 for one accidental policy and one more 1,000 for another accidental policy. See here the customer is saying, but addresses and information is different. Okay, if they don't have the MDM system, they will give you the same kind of policies to the same customer again and again because of they don't know either single customer. Okay, now what will happen is if he met with an accident, he can go and apply claim the both the policies. Now what will happen is he paid only 2,000 to the organization, but organization has to repay 2 lakhs totally. While repaying the money, they will realize, okay, he is a single customer who met with an accident, we given him the two same policies. So we should not give the policies again and again, the same policy again and again, because we can claim couple of times if we have the same policies. Now what they will do is, if they have the MDM system, while taking the second insurance policy, they will just go and check his information in the MDM. MDM will say he is already existing customer. We have already given him the accidental policy. Then okay, the insurance company will come back and they will say, sir, you have already accident policy with us. We will not give the same policy and again. If you want some other policy, maybe the life insurance or maybe some your family members medical health plan, that we can give you. That means obviously they can stop the second one. They will not give you this second one. Okay, so this is actually the main advantage of using the MDM. And in MDM, so for each and every record, there is some separate inbuilt UI tool called IDD. Here UI in the sense user interface. So user can log in to to the MDM system, and they can verify each and every record. In IDD, it is kind of like Google search, or Google search will give you the complete world results, but IDD will just interact with the MDM tool, and it will put the data whatever we have in the MDM, it will just verify. Now what users will do is, whenever a person applied for a loan or whenever a person applied for a new policy, they will just come to the IDD screen, they will verify with the name and address. If they see any person with the same name and address, what they will do, they will just verify that, cross check the information, and they will reject that loan or they will reject that policy. Okay, so this is very flexible for the user. So this is kind of just regular search. They can search with the name or address or some identifiers. They want to do their own search. Okay, so this is going to be the master data management. So getting the data, make it as master record and manage the master record and stop the credit risk and increase the business, and just take the proper decisions from the UI. Okay, here the collection of the data, we used to call it as, there are different concepts, like there are different processes: land process, stage process, load process, and making the master. This is the hot for the master data management projects. So we used to call it as a match and merge. Okay, match will do the duplicate identification, and the merge will remove the duplicate and it will prepare the master record. So okay, this master information will be done by the match and merge process. Match is a duplicate identification process, merge is a duplicate removal process. Okay, and in market there are couple of MDM tools. The very high productive tool is informatica MDM, what we are going to cover in this training. And in next place we have IBM MDM, and after that we have SAP, and after that we have a couple of other tools. Oracle have their own MDM system, Oracle, and Teradata also they have their own MDM system. TIPCO has their own MDM product, and Talent also have their own MDM. See, in most of the companies or most of the clients will use, almost I can say 75% of the master data management projects will be running on Informatica India. Around some 10 to 15% is running on IBM MDM. Okay, and SAP will be used by only SAP company. Like many, very few clients, or else I can say some 2% of the MDM projects. And Oracle will be used by only Oracle company. So none of the outside of the clients are using the Oracle MDM. Teradata is the same thing, TIPCO is the same thing, Talent is the same thing. Okay, many of the projects or many of the clients are using Informatica MDM because of it is so flexible. It is a tool actually. You can configure everything like as a normal regular tool. Just click on next or click on finish kind of stuff. But IBM MDM, it is a completely Java interface. User cannot see anything, so we need to go and write the Java code to display something. So since it is a like bit complicated, people is not preferring the IBM as a standard version. So nowadays Informatica is more flexible compared to any other tool in the industry. And one more disadvantage for IBM is they don't have any proper UA inbuilt with the tool. If you want to display the master records to the users, you need to build a separate user interface by using the Java application. Okay, but Informatica MDM is giving the very flexible UI along with the tool. And anyway, these SAP, Oracle, they have implemented the MDM for their own data sources because they have a larger volume of data. Okay, okay, Suresh, I'm done with the demo. If you have any question, just let me know.
Can you show me some user interface? This is all Excel sheet, right?
Yes, this is Excel sheet.
Can you show me some real time how the user interface will be, customer user interface, and or MDM, how it will be?
Sure, I can show you in the tool explanation.
Okay.
Okay, other than that, any questions? See, basically, this is only demo. That's the reason I didn't get the tool here. Okay, tool is actually installed from another machine.
Okay.
Maybe I can show you tomorrow or day after if you want.
Oh. Otherwise, you told me that tomorrow also there is demonstration and you won't be.
No, tomorrow not a demo. It's like it's kind of continuation process.
Okay. So today,
But still, if you
right?
want to see, if you want to see the
How the real
demo,
time
I
will
can
be?
show you tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to say.
Oh, right.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye.